Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. In a business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me not business, me not care if them now already hear me fun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them not rate me. Me and them no friend, me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
Oh, not again, man, not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like call me, bro. Hey, what going on there? What going on, Germs? Hey, days, dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know you're my brother. Excitement. Hey, what going on? It's all about A&F General Auto Repair Inc., bro. These man, them specialize in everything when it comes to your car, your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean? Your carburetor. Whatever it is, bro, these man is the man, them gonna fix your vehicle. Alright, well, like no part these people them there, man. These people are located at 5731 Cooper Avenue, yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723 or 646-972-8828. It is enough number. Well, all three them number, you must get onto them, man. You're never going to me wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, Drums. You don't know. It's all about A&F General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand? Alright.
Me darker than midnight. Me darker than cool.
And young, everybody is young.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
Money, neighbor, money. Money, neighbor, money. I said, money, neighbor, money. Money, neighbor, money. How you doing this morning, money? Alright. Wow.
Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I say, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. How you doing this morning, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you wake up this morning, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you call Pony Lord this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you give the Lord praise this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you chase the devil away, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you trample down Satan, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you spread love this morning, morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Show love to your brothers and sisters, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you go upon your knees this morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Did you welcome the Lord in morning? Morning, neighbor, morning. Wagwan, man, yo, what's up, my neighbors? Wagwan, my neighbors. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell no lie, man. All my neighbors them in the building. Neighbor Candy, big up yourself. Sugar City crew in the building. The one and only Kevin. Neighbor Kevin, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Bonnie. Bonnie G, yeah, man, morning to you. Good morning, good morning, neighbor Jennifer Brown. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Yeah, man. Morning, neighbor Samson. Morning, neighbor Marissa. Morning, neighbor Lee. Margaret, neighbor Margaret. Big up yourself. Janisa Williams. Big up, neighbor Paul. Paula, big up yourself, neighbor. You understand? Neighbor Henry, good morning to you. Morning, neighbor King Glock. What this in the morning? Wendy Baker, neighbor, big up. Yeah, man. Morning, Essie Quiban. Y'all didn't see where's the topic today? You're asking where's the topic? You gotta see where's the topic. Yeah, man. Today, definitely, we got some things to go through, definitely. We're gonna be speaking about the recount that the parties them want, critics pushing badness, Doggie them says sell out ballot box, haven't been counted, and all these kind of things we got for you today, definitely in the upload, in the live today. So I want to say good morning to you guys. Hope everybody doing fine. Hope everybody doing fat. And hope everybody doing great. You understand? Because I know how we doing it wrong here. This is another gloriful morning. It is Friday. Yes, Friday, the 5th of September. And we give thanks, we give praises, and we glorify the name of God for letting we see our next day today. So shout out to all of my neighbors out there. How you guys doing? I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling all right, as you could see. I'm all right. Yeah, but nevertheless, man, big up to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to you guys. Hope you guys doing great. Like we said, Justice Agent, and all the time is Justice Agent. But Candy, is her name Dimple is Goas, man? Oh, I don't want to see she for 7 man in name, but I was calling she name. I mean, what's her name really in here? I never really ever find out what's her name, you know, understand? So big up Dimple if you're in the building. If I just call your name, I never know that's you. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, same way. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Perry Mason, big up yourself in the building also. So big up everybody in the building. Hope you guys have a fantastic morning. Like I said, Friday is the weekend. As we, you know what I mean? Definitely know what it is. And we're still waiting on certain things to be finally done because we know if you have fucked this election in end as yet. Bag of things went down last night we got to bring to you, whereby, supporters from Partise was outside of GCOM waiting whole night as the recount was being done. Still, we don't know where's the order, what's up. So we're going to be discussing about that. We got a couple of videos to run to you for you to this morning. And, as we go through, we're going to dissect with the phone calls. You understand? So you know how it is already. 762-390-2691. That is the call-in number. We're going to open the phone lines in a few as we kick off. You understand? So shout out to everybody that's checking in. I want to say good morning to all those nurses, those doctors, those officers, definitely. Shout out to those persons who may be going to work, those persons who may be coming home from work and you're watching the show. You know how it is already. And like I said, we soon definitely start letting you guys could get to listen it through our radio. That's FF Vibes radio station. We definitely going to broadcasting it through that radio station soon, so persons could definitely stay focused on the roadway, because if it's one thing we observe, and you know what I mean, as it's a 21st century, we know that your focus on the road means a lot to you, you understand? And we don't want you guys to be unfocused, because remember, this is a show, you know what I mean, that has got everybody have their seats at most time. People don't even go to work. People doing their work, watching. People can't do without people husband telling them, "Girl, I'm to you." Every time you watching this, we get the calls and people tell us it's not nothing bad. But at the end of the day, we still want you to stay focused on the road, whether it's protecting your life or the people's lives, the person's life that is in that car that you have driving and you have full control and protection over. So we want to ensure that you are focused. So we're going to upload the link so you guys can definitely start to follow the radio station so you could be abreast every morning with the show, you know what I mean, as we go through. Once again, do remember the singing competition draws near, and we finally come with the final decision and the final plan up, neutralize and start equalize. You understand? So look out for let's start the things called sing off competition. It's still in the bracket. Don't feel it come out. Coming to you, like I said, I want to drop it the right time, the proper time for you guys, you know what I mean? So still look out for that. Also, we definitely still is going to let you guys know when the Let's Start the Things t-shirts, jerseys, cups, and so forth will be available for pre-orders. All right, guys? So you guys could order your stuff and it will be delivered to your doorstep with free shipping, of course. All right? So you ain't got to worry nothing. Once you purchase it, we're going to make sure we ship it freely. You don't got to bother with nothing. All you got to do is just wait and collect your stuff. So look out for that coming to you soon also. Remember, everything is take a little time, so we don't rush. We don't rush to do things. We make sure we make things fixed the right way, in the proper way when we're doing certain things. So just have little patience with us. We soon let you guys know when you guys could start to pre-order your cups, t-shirts, and so forth. Fire this election should be notified too much. Again. Yeah. Well, as I say, Ian, you know what I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, and we know for a fact, you know what I mean, the government is trying to rig this election. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? There's no, like I was saying, you know, and we're going to get into that. But like I said, guys, you know what it is, right? Go through my quick thing that has normally going before really kick off the whole program. and let everything be ordered out God for be, you know what I mean? But like I said, from persons start to come into the country, like the Nigerians, the Venezuelans, the Bangladeshians, as they come into the country, right? Just imagine how much more persons really came in to vote for these people. You know what I mean? So a recount to me would still be, is like you still counting these nationals that was not supposed to be in Guyana. No, we're not saying if they was living in Guyana till they turn a Guyanese national, but they are not of Guyanese national. They don't live in Guyana. They came to support the PPP by voting. They came to support them by the rally or support them with money. If them spend give money to the PPPs, all right, if they was done. But you come in and vote and you don't live here, so there's a no-no for me. You know what I mean? There's a no-no for me. And G-Com and these people and the Observer and all of these people, how them in observe all of that? You know what I mean? How them in observe them, those kind of things. So we're going to talk about it as we go through, definitely. You know what it is. Definitely, all right? It's crazy, real thing. It's crazy. Anyway, you got to shout out to N&C Chung, auto body repair, auto body and customized cars. You understand? So if you want your car spray over, you know what I mean, designing you with you face, wherever it is, customized with your logo or whatever it is, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about N&C Chung body auto repair, definitely. They are located at 111 Franklin Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. And definitely the telephone number to contact is 718-623-3220. That's 718-623-3220. Definitely. Neville, big up yourself. Got to shout out to Mr. Neville, the CEO. So whenever you go down there, just ask Neville, the CEO, and you know how it go already, all right? They you know what I mean, the beer service and all kind of things. You understand, like I said, they customize your car, they do body spraying, you understand, they design your vehicle and all these kind of things, however you want it, you know what I mean? So check them out, guys. Like I said, they are located at 111 Franklin Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. You understand? Definitely in the building, man. Shout out to them on board for the advertisement needs. You know how it go already. All right? I want to shout out to my sister from the next mother. We're talking about Shelly Campbell. Definitely is about that skincare solution for all ages. Yes, the number one direct selling skincare company in the world. And like I said, if you're a person that definitely love your skin, do not play with your skin, and you're looking for skin products that definitely, you know, you've been using skin products, but they're not being working, you're not finding the right type, you know what I mean, give Shelly Campbell skincare product a try. Trust me, I'm definitely you're gonna be knocked off your foot. Because when you see, it could say here, number one direct selling, you understand, company in the world, you must know it's not no play thing. And like I said, if you guys are interested in getting a sample of her skincare, is for all ages, any age. They ain't got an age restriction with this skincare. You guys could definitely contact Shelly on 917-602-8452, or you could follow her on Instagram at MK_3. All right, that's MK_Shelly 3. MK_SHELLY3. That's what we're talking about. That is how we're doing it. And we're doing it all the time like that. You understand? We're not ramp. Nevertheless, man, it's all about A&F General Auto Repair Shop. Or should we say A&F Auto Repair Inc. Yes, gotta get it correct. Yep. If you're in Queens or in Brooklyn and you're looking for that ideal auto repair, definitely we're talking about best auto mechanics. E&F General Auto Repair Inc. They're located at 5731. They're located at 5731 Cooper Avenue, Glendale, Queens. Once again, they are located at 5731 Cooper Avenue, Glendale, Queens, and their telephone number is 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723. Like I said, the best auto mechanics, and we're talking about them. Like I said, shout out to my boy Feroz down there at A&F General Auto Repair Inc. That's what we're talking about. God wants to speak prophetically. 1 Samuel chapter 3, prophetic concert 2025. Goes on Saturday the 13th of September from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. All road leads to Victory Assembly of God Church. They are located at 471 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, between East New York Avenue and Midwood. Now, like I said, guys, hosted by evangelist, prophetess Barbara Henry. Telephone number to contact for more information is 347-479-5421. That's 347-479-5421. Admission is only $35, and that comes with dinner. And also, they got 3 special prizes given away for persons who invite the most guests. Remember, Saturday the 13th of September, it's all about God wants to speak to you prophetically. Yeah. For 1 Samuel chapter, prophetic conference 2025. Sometimes God of mine, you know. God, help me. It's about Elias Inc. Yes, man. Elias Inc. for all your school, office, supplies, and more. Yes, guys. Elias Inc. is giving 20% off of anything that you purchase down at their 2 locations that is in Linden and on the west side. Like I said, guys, you have to be subscribed to Let's Start the Things TV in order to get your 20% discount on anything. And I said, anything that you purchase at Elias Inc. Now, those persons that is in Linden, you guys could definitely visit Elias Inc. They are located at 544 Block 22 Wismart, Linden, and their telephone number is 592-681-6550. Yes, that's 544 Block 22 Wismart, Linden. All right, numbers again, 592-681-6550. Now, if you're on the west side, definitely go check out Elias Inc. Yes, at Boat Deck Vidnoop. And their telephone number is 592-674-3980. That's 592-674-3980. Remember, Boat Deck Vidnoop. Alright? So you don't know it go already on the west side. So remember, you got to be subscribed to the channel. They're going to ask you to show that you're subscribed. You have to show them. And anything that you purchase, remember, they have office, school supplies, and they got a lot of more range. Or we should say wide range of stuff that you guys will want. Elias Inc. Alright. Matthews 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Definitely he specializes in airport trips, or should we say airport special, church trips, family outing, local tour, river tour, kite tour, far tour, Entry, Amerindian Village, Suriname and Brazil tour. You could definitely follow Matthews 24-hour on Facebook at Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact Matthew on his personal number at 639-2663. That's 639-2663, or you could call office at 592-639-2663. or 592-673-2348. Wait, what am I seeing here? Boom, boom, boom. There's the scene. So why would I do that? Anyway, like I said, guys, yes, you could contact him direct like that. And like I told you guys already, you know how it goes already. If you're going back home, you got your football team, you got your church crew, you got your family, whatever is it, contact Matthews 24-hour bus service and nature tour. I'm thinking about getting some tattoos again. Got to put my mom right here. Yes, and I want to put my daughter at the back of my right over here. So yeah, I got to put 2 more tattoos on before I finish. Now, guys, talking about tattoo. If you are in Jacksonville and you're looking for that ideal tattoo spot, that ideal tattoo parlor, or should we say professional tattoo workers, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, these guys are professional, and we're talking about Strictly Tatted. They are located at 1205 Harrogate Street, Jacksonville. The telephone number to contact is 910 10, or should we say 910-389-9678, 910-389-9678. Contact them, or you guys could follow them on TikTok and Instagram at Strictly Tatted. See what they got to give. You know the code. Yes, it's about Cater Home Health Care. Home care for peace of mind. They are located at 1422 Veterans Drive, Street, Suite 3A, Conyers. Telephone number to contact is 770-648-7532. That's 770-648-7532. You could visit them on website at www.caterhomecare.com. Yes, caterhomehealthcare.com. Trusted home care for peace of mind. You guys know the code. You guys know what's up. As you go through, we're going to run through some more stuff, get some more stuff done with you, get some more stuff up there and ready. As we go through, we got 2 hours of great program. It's 27 minutes into the show so far. And definitely, you know how the code go already, man. Shout out to everybody that definitely in the building. So we're going to kick off the show definitely from last night. Yeah, we saw Cheryl Duncan was definitely outside, you know, making sure he give persons out there a heads up with what was really going on. Now, this is kind of strange before we even go into the video, because we see this year go, year come. You know what I mean? Year go, year come. And I'm speaking about when it's elections time, to know that these are the things that really is going on at this said moment here. So we're talking about rigging. You know what I mean? Now, we know for a fact, and is that not new? We know for a fact that PPP don't want to come out. PPP definitely, especially finding this aisle, make it worse. You know what I mean? Make it worse. These man of them don't want to come out of power. You know what I mean? Because money is a serious thing. And I know a lot of persons like to say money is the root of all evil. I don't feel money is the root of all evil. People is the root of all evil. Money just make people do certain things. But when you say money is the root of all evil, I try to break it down with a more thinking in me way, and get an understanding with the same stigma why trying to space is that money is make people do evil things. But money is not the root of all evil, but still it makes people do things. That's why people might say it's the root of all evil. But money is not, though, because, you know, money is make people happy, but still money is make people do anything. This is the only thing. You understand? It's duh. This is the part, because they got persons that surround themselves with legal money, not illegal money. You understand? They got person that got business that they never kill nobody for, they never do, right? And they're billionaires. And they living happy, they never do nothing wrong. But then they got certain persons that got money, and how they get it, you don't even know. If they sacrifice, if they murder, if they kill their family, if they do what. Because we're living in a world just like that. It's vice versa at the end of the day. You understand? But people, human beings, these are human beings still when it comes to money. So we know for a fact that the PPP government don't want to leave this aisle right now. It's a fact. And like I said, right, they do what they had to do. And we thankful for what they do what they had to do. But we had enough of what they're doing. And me not going to stop saying that. I don't business. You know what I mean? I still ain't going to say, I ain't going to stop saying that. Like I say, I have no vindictive problem against PPPC, but you know what I mean? It's time I want somebody else go in. Like, I tired of them. You know what I mean? I tired of them. Straight up. But let me come back to what we just saying. Like I said, this rigging, this ballot box being missing, and all this having other nationals coming into the country and vote when they're not a part of Guyana. All of these things is disrespect, and it's something that is happening year go, year come. And like I said from the starting of the show, what is really these observers' meditation? What is these observers' work really? Because, all right, from you here, I know for a fact that they heard that Nigerian nationals was in the country to vote. I know they heard that Bangladesh nationals was in the country to vote. I know for a fact them had to hear though. They couldn't slip across them ears. They couldn't go on. They couldn't, they couldn't go under no rug. That was all over the internet. They know about that. So if you're observer, we're supposed to observe in this election, and something like that happen, y'all are supposed to say something about it. Have a issue something. Cause like I said, who else know people from China come in and vote for them? You say it, man. Who knows? You say, man, who knows how much people in come in and vote for them? You know what I mean? And then they saying that they real, they this, they do. Not stupidness. And then G come. We know G come there in bed with the PPP. Them lie down and wrap up. Yes, right, man. They wrap up. Anyway, let me get into this here, so. Kick off. Yeah. Let me get into what went down last night.
Good evening to each and every one of you. And we're coming to you live this evening from outside of the GCOM High Street location, where a number of things are happening here. And it's been a fast-paced and fast-moving evening. Just behind me, a number of WIN supporters have gathered here, a number of APNU supporters have gathered here, and also a number of the PPP supporters have gathered here as well. And it all concerns the recount that is happening for Region 4. As you know, the APNU has submitted a request that was approved by GCOM for recount of Region 4. We're being told also one was submitted for Region 5 as well, a recount for Region 5 as well. Region 7, I am told as well, is going to be recounted. And I've heard folks are calling for Region 10 to be recounted as well. So, folks, these are some of the issues that we are following here this evening. Just behind us, as I said, a number of People's Progressive Party supporters have gathered out here. A number of WIN supporters, a number of APNU supporters are gathered out here as well. And we'll get to exactly why that is happening outside of the larger issue of the recount that is on the way. As you know, we're winding down the general and regional elections of 2025. And that has brought these supporters of the major parties in this country outside here at GCOM this evening, no doubt wanting a democracy to prevail and wanting every vote to count. Now, we have discovered a number of things that we've been wading through some of these issues here as well, as we've been wading through some of the data that the general and regional elections have thrown up at us. We are following them. A number of irregularities, and it's not just us who are saying this. If you listen, for instance, to the CARICOM observer mission, if you listen to the Commonwealth observer mission, the European Union a delegation there, observer mission, you also have the Carter Center, who have also raised a number of issues, and some of that pertains to why we are here this evening. As I said, just behind me, a number of People's Progressive Party civic supporters are gathered here. A number of We Invest in Nationhood supporters are gathered here as well. And a number of also the APNU supporters are out here as well. This recount is on for Region 4. There's a large recount area, different stations set up to get through this as fast as possible. And that is why the folks have gathered here this evening, and we'll get to some of that in just a little bit. But as you come on this evening, as you join us, we ask you folks to share the broadcast. Folks, as we always say, share the live, smash that emoji button for us, please, and thank you. And if you can, partner with us as well. We want as many persons to get the valid and credible information as possible.
I'm there.
Here at the GCOM High Street location. Now, I think we are the start by where is Claudette Singh. We have not heard in this entire electoral process, I think right from about the 25th day of August, when GCOM held that press conference and the chairman was present there looking very, very frail, we have not seen and we have not heard from GCOM chairman Claudette Singh. For the entirety of this period, ballots have been cast. I remember the press conference that was held on September 1, the evening of September 1. That press conference was attended only by the public relations officer of GCOM, Yolanda Ward, and we have not had another press conference, if I remember correctly, since then, and we have not heard from the chairman of GCOM, Claudette Singh. I remember at that press conference, the question was posed, did she go around to different polling stations for the day? The PRO for GCOM, Ms. Ward, could not say that. The chief vote, the PRO from GCOM could not say that. And that is the question we are asking this evening as well. Where is the chairman of GCOM? Again, if we remember the COI we had a short while ago, a few months ago, it ended a few months ago. A lot of blame was placed at the chairman's feet. A lot of things seem to, quote unquote, allegedly happen on her watch. A lot of things, and here we are again going through the paces of another general and regional elections, and the chairman has not made an appearance for the last 2 weeks, and that is very, very interesting. Now, I don't know. I haven't heard I haven't heard the People's Progressive Party Civic raise that as an issue, but it's as a concern to quite a few other stakeholders. Where is the chairman of GCOM? Where is the chairman of GCOM? So that is one of the first things I want to begin with this evening by asking that question to GCOM officials who I know are going to be watching us. Where is the chairman of GCOM, Claudette Singh? Now, it boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. Where is GCOM? Now, we're going to get to what really and truly has brought us here. They said a number of APNU supporters are here, a number of WIN supporters, a number of the PPP supporters are gathered here as well, as there was a little commotion. There was a commotion here a short while ago, which prompted us to be here as well and not to bring this broadcast to you from the studio. But folks trying to piece together exactly what is happening in this electoral cycle, and we understand that the incumbent government, would love us to say it was free and fair and all of that kind of election, but questions have been asked. And you know, I appreciate what I saw academic Sidney Armstrong said today, because it is worthy of conveying to you folks. An academic Sidney Armstrong, an economist Sidney Armstrong said, you know, when in 2020 a recount was asked for, nobody said it was a waste of time from the PPP. Nobody said we were wasting resources and all of that, and that recount was granted. So why now there is all this lamentation, as it were, as to this recount and the veracity of this recount. This is part of the electoral process. It is catered for in law, and you know, this is what is required if people have doubts about what has happened, doubts about the numbers, doubts about the processes, and that is what we see happening in the main headquarters here for GCOM on High Street. As I said, a number of the APNU supporters are here. A number of the People's Progressive Party supporters are here as well at the GCOM headquarters, and this is what is happening here tonight, folks. A number of the We Invest in Nationhood supporters, the WIN supporters are here as well. A number of the People's Progressive Party Civic, their supporters are gathered here as well, folks. And we are watching events here on High Street on the apron of the Ghana Elections Commission. The street has effectively been blocked off to go closer to GCOM, and so there's a mixture of all of these supporters keeping safe distance, no doubt. Keeping safe distance, no doubt. But folks, these are the events that are happening this evening. But I want to walk you through a couple of things before we come. So exactly what transpired here a little bit earlier. I want to run you through some of the things that have made the news today over the last 24 hours, 48 hours. And we learned, thank you for the folks in the studio who are helping us this evening. We learned overnight that national cyclist Alonzo Graves lost his life in a motorcycle accident in Durban Backlands, just behind the gardens. Just in that area there, we learned that he lost control of his motorcycle. It's the second time in recent years he was involved in a motorcycle accident, and sadly didn't fare too well this time, and lost his life. As a result of that, our thoughts and our prayers are with his family. As you know, Mr. Graves made national headlines quite recently when he allegedly took a photograph of his ballot and posted it on social media. Alonzo Graves, famed national cyclist, and lost his life coming around at the back of the Botanical Gardens last evening, early in the wee hours of this morning. And again, we want to say our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family. We're also following this other story of this woman from Commons Lodge who was stabbed by her husband, and later the husband allegedly was involved in some kind of arson and lost his life overnight as well. These are some of the events, some of the issues as well we wanted to bring to you as we begin our broadcast this evening. We are following this horrific incident happened in Commons Lodge, and the man had since been warded, I think, at the Georgetown Public Hospital, and he succumbed to his injuries over the last 24 hours. So we are watching that as well, and I'm making sure I'm staying at a safe distance too. Can't be too careful because, you know, in a political environment like this, things can go from 0 to 60 very, very, very fast. But in addition to this, our brother from HEP Nightly News, Travis Chase, he has sued the Guyanese critics for over $15 million for defamation for something that critics said in one of his broadcasts. As you know by now, critics perhaps is the most sued Guyanese in the history of Guyanese being sued. He has been sued by a number of persons who have won judgments against him. And here we have veteran, popular news anchor, popular journalist, veteran journalist Travis Chase, who also is suing critics for defamation, injury to his character, spelled out in, I think, a 24, if not larger, court document in how his reputation has been injured by these defamatory comments that was made by the Guyanese critics online on one of his broadcasts. So, folks, just a couple other things we are following, and I just, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I ran into Mr. Chase a short while ago out here as well. In other news, other news that we are following this evening, bear with us as we make sure that we are on the right track. Yeah, so Travis Chase there suing the Guyanese critics for defamation. Yet another lawsuit that the Guyanese critics is faced with. In other news, the Vice President, Barjagdu, held his press conference today, and I guess you guys would know, if you're reading the headlines there, who this headline belongs to. This is Jagdu. The headline read, reminds parliamentarians that they lack immunity. Now, this is a shot across the bow to Ashruddin Mohammed, who, for all intents and purposes, is going to be a parliamentarian in the 13th parliament. That number there, 13. Very interesting. I was privileged to serve as a member of the 12th parliament, and I look forward to being in the 13th parliament as well. Just had to stick that in there. So, well, none of us. This is not only parliamentarians on the other side of the political aisle, but no parliamentarian has immunity. No parliamentarian has immunity, and perhaps we should have, as part of the legislative agenda, that presidents and former presidents should not have immunity as well. You shouldn't have to give an account, whether at the ballot box or in the poll system, for your actions. So some folks tend to do a lot of things under the auspices of the office of the president, knowing that office holder has immunity. Yeah, they take a lot of liberties there. And so, folks, some of the things that we are watching tonight, some of the issues that we are watching tonight, I seem to be going all of them. Seems to be very better on this side. Right? Try not to be blocked out by the graphic. But folks, that is what we have this evening. Some of what we're following is some other political stories I want to get to as we continue to monitor what is happening outside here at GCOM High Street location. There was a little commotion earlier on, and I want to get to that in short order. But first, I heard about landslide victories today. Now that's pretty interesting. That is very, very interesting. These landslide victories. Folks in studio, help us just go back one place for us. These landslide victories. Now, if we were supposed to have 100 persons voting and only 10 voted, and you get 6 and the rest is split up among the other folks, I guess you could call that a landslide, because in this election of 2025, the Guyanese electorate had one of the lowest turnout. And we were following some analysis by the Kaichor newspaper today, which suggested that over 460,000 Guyanese stayed home.
Wow.
About 260,000 Guyanese did not vote.
Shit. There's a lot of people in vote. Big up Rastaman. Yeah, big up Rastaman, because Rastaman did say that Rastaman said enough people ain't come out and vote for real. And the real mess up, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what is they saying is that who feels it knows it. Persons who come out and vote, 85% of them, I say, they come out for vote because they see the F-free we're going on within the political demonstration and the political strategy and this whole political game. Like I said, I was once a person like that. You understand? Because remember, you don't have to go to school for know that, all right, good. Every day, John Tam come in and saying that, okay, we can give you this, we can give you that, we can give you this. Remember them time a little, so me can't vote. But hearing my parents, me parents, I gotta say, and me parents, them rowing, saying that, oh, bye, every time you vote, these people, them is scanning you, these people, them, when they come in, they don't. From since I little and growing up, I always hear politicians, them promising people things, and when the day reach, nobody don't get what they gotta get. Or this friend's family favorite, they're in for every party. It's not only one party, like this way it's happened. That's why I never voted until I voted one time in my life, and that was when Granger went in power. You understand? So sometimes you can vex when persons don't vote, which they're supposed to, but they got people that voting every year. And the party where they vote for when it going power, them in getting, them in doing, they forgetting. Look how much people that vote for PPP come out and say, yo, we vote for y'all. And when y'all go in power, y'all end up forgetting about. Don't the PPP people said, oh, And we hope this time when y'all go in power, we hope y'all don't, you know what I mean, turn y'all back on we cause bad, you know what I mean? We holding out for you. So if PPP doing it is happen. It is happen. You understand? So it's crazy. At the end of the day, when you see certain of these things are going on, you know what I mean? It is crazy. You see it? But viewers and subscribers, you guys know what's going on. Phone lines are open. It is 52 minutes into the hour of the show. So y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know the order. Yeah. This is what we're talking about today, you know what I mean? And we have a couple more stuff we're going to be definitely going through. You see me? Real talk, bro. From since this whole national thing with this, it's crazy upon the end. And then we take a listen to this here, so. Big up to everybody that's checking in on the ones and threes. Please like up the live. We got 858 persons in the check-in. Can you guys please like the live up? That's all I need from you guys, you know? All right. Let me get into this here, say what they're saying.
The European Union Election Observer Mission said the media landscape in Guyana was highly politicized during the course of the 2025 elections. Delivering the EU Observer Mission's preliminary report on Guyana's elections, the chief observer...
Yes, I.
Greetings, man. Bless the rise, you know. Give thanks to the rising of the sun. The going down of the moon thereof. Yeah, my brethren. Sticky. Right now, I give thanks like I called on the program yesterday and I said I would love for the people them to come out and be peaceful in their picketing, the protests. And I see last night at GCOM, they had people from all the different political parties came out and everyone was peaceful and, we had a little row and thing, but nothing, disorderly. And I want to see more people come out. But right now, Mr. Norton and the wind need to start heading to the Caribbean Court of Justice. This election is null and void because it is considered scammed. It's a scam election. It was rigged because we got sufficient evidence that we got coolie from Bangladesh come in and vote and they were bussed around. Then we got Nigerians coming and they were bussed around. You understand? That's why the security officer for GCOM made that vote, made that speech that CARICOM nationals were issued national ID cards. Guyana is the only country where people could live in 1 year and get citizenship. Which other Caribbean country or which other country in the world you could just get it for 1 year and get citizenship for vote? Tell me. Tell me. Never hear so much coolie call this program yet till yesterday. I don't trust none of y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. The Rastaman telling y'all right now. Y'all not doing me or no other listeners and subscribers no favor. This is your opinion that y'all are entitled to, and we welcome it. But don't come with no plastic smile on this thing, so like people's bandwagon is wrong here, so. It's the people y'all talking to are blazing y'all up, because I tell y'all before, don't be surprised if Jaglio go back in, and I'm going to blaze my fire, and this my fire blazing. Because this leaky and this beggy mentality with Guyanese, that we got to break out it. Stop stretching your hands and taking people thing. Look this situation Guyana is in right now. Jamaica just had their election and boom, within 1 day they declared away. Look the foolishness what's going on in every country. And I want people viewers and subscribers, go back to the BBC interview that Irfan Ali gave with the BBC interviewer and listen to some of the things that he had said to Irfan Ali. Was saying he's doctor, the 2% deal, and he blaming the Granger them. Yeah, go back and watch that interview. I'm going to hold you up fire because I want to run over me 2 minutes. Blessed love, my brethren. Rastafari.
And now see why this person in the chat name who you? Who you? Who you? Don't come over here with your every early morning but me red jersey. I don't come around me with me red jersey, bro. I gonna always wear red and let her run crazy. Because me red ain't signifying nothing. None of the colors them why wearing ain't signifying no political party. Say I just love me like wear what I want to wear. I never tell y'all is win. I never tell y'all is PPP. I never tell y'all is APN. You ever tell y'all though? Y'all ever hear I tell y'all ever hear though? So just who you, who me? Your name who me. This is the person name who me. Oh shit, sorry who me is not you.
Fire, good morning.
Not you. Yeah, go ahead.
Fire. Good morning and good morning to everyone. Robert is right. In the Caribbean, as I know Antigua, 7 years before you become a citizen. You understand? Not no 1 year. So I don't understand Guyana with no 1 year thing. And the observer file is say that the election was not transparent. You understand? It was not transparent. They say people went in with phone and taken out picture when they cast their vote and put it on social media, and you're not supposed to have phone when you're voting. Then the next thing they speak about the dead people. Fire, I worked last election in Antigua, you understand what I'm saying? And when you get there, you have to present your ID card, you understand? And we watch the list, see your name, correspond it with your face, and then you go in and mark your ballot, you understand? So I don't really know Guyana doing it with dead people voting. Because if you come file and you bring some dead family ID and I watch your face and that ID is definitely you cannot vote because it is not you. So it seems to me like Guyana doing some trickery with this dead people voting. And they need to stop it. And Fire, I don't know if you have it. Something is circulating that I think is the UPP lawyer, Senator One. We rigged it the last time, and if we got to rig it again, we're going to rig it. Delta have it. You understand? Okay. So these people definitely is cheaters and scammers, and these Nigerians will come out. They need to rest themselves and they have to have a recount, okay?
Okay, mommy.
Bye.
Love you all the time. The lie we should talking about is Nandalal. When Nandalal is said, we know about the video. We know about the videos. Nandalal they talking about the Attorney General, however his name is. I want to say apologize to who me. It's not you are talking to. I'm talking to Essie Cribon. Essie Cribon. Essie Cribon tell me that if it's a red jersey I got on. Sorry, who me? Who? Yeah. Essie Cribon. Do not come over here with your F-free. Low my red top. You understand? Good. Alright. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah. Anybody jump back into this? Jump into it. I want to jump.
Was highly politicized.
Had limited access to pluralistic information.
The media landscape was highly politicized. Many outlets were aligned with political actors, resulting in disproportionate coverage in favor of the ruling party.
The EU Observer Mission found that state-run media favored the government, while the editorial output of most private broadcast, print and digital outlets reflected their owners' political alignment. Adding that the integrity of independent reporting was undermined, the EU Observer Mission pointed out that there were cases of journalists openly campaigning for contesting parties, mostly the PPP Civic. In general, it said campaign coverage in broadcast and print media was largely unregulated, and voters' access to pluralistic information was diminished, since there are no legal obligations for media to offer equitable airtime or space to the candidates or to label political advertising. It said while the Ghana National Broadcasting Authority, whose board is composed mainly of the ruling party nominees, its decision-making process is not transparent. Election, it failed to finalize and gazette the election broadcasting guidelines required by law, relying instead on non-binding advisories published on its website. The EU Observer Mission media monitoring shows that the Voice of Guyana Radio and NCN devoted up to 92% of their election-related coverage to the PPP Civic campaign and aired clips that promoted the ruling party. Those clips, it said, were not labeled as political advertising. It said up to 3% of primetime news featured the APNU, while all other political parties were excluded. It also says such coverage runs counter to the public service remit of state-run media to the detriment of voters' access to information. The EU Observer Mission, however, said there were a few independent outlets that upheld journalistic standards, providing non-partisan scrutiny of candidates and their policies and the electoral process.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Fire?
Yes, you're live.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. My contribution this morning is to say I thought that when these people heard Mandela tell them that they're a proud house slave, I thought most of them black people would have sucked their teeth and go and do the right thing. But normally I'm at work, but I must say to Rastaman, I always agree with you. You're right. They're too licky for truth. They like collect people money for truth, and they don't think about what's going to happen for the next 5 years. If PPP go in there and they get majority of the seat, there is no coming out. They're going to make sure they take care of themselves, and rightfully so. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm telling you.
The Observer Mission also found that the independent journalists, independent outlets that upheld journalistic standards, providing non-partisan scrutiny of candidates and their policies and the electoral process. However, there were reports of verbal attacks on independent journalists.
Independent journalists were verbally attacked by high-ranking government officials for their professional stance and asking critical questions.
It also noted that one prominent investigative reporter also faced threats of legal action by government ministers.
I'm telling you, aye.
Journalists was...
Yes, aye.
Remember, I keep saying this. A lot of people, you see that count over manually? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Remember telling you about the computer system, the SOP? Right. That's what the PPP rig. That's why when they put the glitch within the system, it reset, and whoever reset it, move whatever around. Yeah. And most of these Nigerians, all right, the observer, I heard you say the observer should have known, sir. But you can't tell who from Guyana from who is not when it comes to black and Indian. These people are distinct plan. Unless you question everybody that come into the voting station. But if these people come with valid ID, how you gonna tell where they're from? Only if they talk, because some of them can't speak proper English. See, but the whole thing, this manual counting, is not the problem. It's the SOP, which is electronically computerized, put on a screen that you could manipulate it and change numbers. Because, like I said, our leader for the country come out and declare win before GCOM came and said he tabulate and he don't win. The GCOM, what you name, came out. And when yesterday, I think I sent you it. When they start questioning him, he divert him from the question. If you is for the people and are independent, you're supposed to answer straight. You ain't answering nothing straight. You just saying you want this thing over and so the government could go back. What sort of thing is this? This is where I blame. People said don't blame nothing. When these people was putting people in play, he's supposed to object. He's the majority, the next majority leader. Use the APNU date. APNU. You understand? You never did nothing, bro. You stand quiet. Yeah, you got your good name, you got this, you got that. Everybody talking about win is PPP. Win is not PPP. Why you think that blackballing he right now? Saying they don't want it and they find he's a problem because he bring up a issue with the APNU. See, he's the problem. You see, Jackie was saying, if Mohammed wasn't there, they would have bullied APNU and voting already. Don't swear. They would have bullied them again.
Real talk.
I know though. But the problem is the young man. And people, black people, this is not black or coolie or white or whatever thing. It's who for you. Y'all gotta stop because let me tell you something. Do the numbers. Do the numbers. And y'all could come for me. The black in compared to Indian are minority. They're not outnumbered in India. And if you want to do Indian vote for PPP and black vote for APNU would never win. You still need the Indians. Still need them to win. Because they are more than us in Guyana. I did the number. The research. Understand? That's why when they collate with the AFC, because they need the in, that's how come they get to go in power. Because they get the Indian vote along with them. Bro, who did go any guy needs to test you right now? We're going to ask Google if who is the majority, Indian or black. Yo.
Hey, telling you, boy. Jaja. It's real. You understand, guys? It's real. No lie. Big up to everybody in the building, man. Y'all guys know what it is. We just clock 1 key. Phone lines are still open. Bang.
Sunday.
Yeah, lifestyle.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Blessings to everybody. Blessings to you, Rastaman Robert. Blessings to everyone who's listening. Grand rising to you, my brother, and your family, co-hosts. May you guys have a blessed day. You know, say, right? Who's the majority? Majority been getting murdered, killed, and dying wrongfully at the hospital. The most in jail. Who is the most problem in Guyana? Or seems to be the most problem? The most getting murder. It's only obvious we got to be the minority. Common sense. That's what I'm saying.
Real. Real talk.
Oh, brother, I to tell you on the shoot, you see, the Bangladesh, the Chinese, the Nigerians, whoever, the Venezuelan, I ain't blaming these people no more, brother. Last 4 months since Adriana died, Adriana get murdered, 5 months, the Chinese been getting knowledge from all around. You see this, the guy that running the Carter thing there? Mr. Carter? The one that in charge it?
Yeah.
About the Carter family?
For real.
Actually, if you know the charter man that's running the thing in Guyana, that running it.
Yeah, know him. Yeah, know what's going on. Yeah.
That guy was talking in an interview, right? And it aired on the news, right? The piece that I'm talking about, we're in here now. And the guy say, right, Guyanese have to know. Guyanese is going to be rich people, or if Guyana is just going to be a rich country. That's what the man saying in the interview, and he said a lot more things, but I ain't got time for run through all of that. So there's people in Guyana too that saying that Guyanese is shithead, bro. There's people right there telling you all right in your face. You all got to know if you all want to be rich people or if your country just want to be rich. If not buts or maybes, and I doubt enough of them grasp for that. Now I can see a young voter, a youngster was talking on a video there, talking about finally get them university and this so that you can get your education up and you can learn a trade. Forget job where. To get a job where most of the educated and common sense Guyanese left Guyana, brother, and they're still left in Guyana up to now. That's to show that he don't know nothing about history and he got nothing, he don't have nobody to teach you about the future. Guyanese is the problem, brother. So whatever happened to them, I am fully endorsing it from now to the next election, brother. From child to woman to man, wherever happened to them, they look for it. Let it deal with it, brother. So even if they get right now they don't recount here, brother. This is for a new election. Shithead guy there in Norton, he know everything going on for the last 2 decades, 3 decades. And he older than me. So which means he know everything that's going on in Guyana for the last 4 decades. So he's a real shithead. And he got this party meeting back to front every election, coming up with the same bullshit every election. Every election is the same thing you're hearing, buddy. Oh Lord, you mean to tell me you're so stupid in Guyana? So stupid. And then these blacks that voting for PPP talking about they want change. What change y'all want? If y'all done got PPP, what change you want? Y'all some ignorant when y'all talking about we looking for change and we want a red shirt. But you still got the same party? The country still running the same way? You know the man charter say Guyanese got to know if they want to be rich people or if they just want to go a rich country. It's because the amount of money that Guyanese get in one day, Guyana could give every Guyanese from birth to the whisper $400 US every month. Every month. Just like how Dubaians is rich, all Guyanese could be rich. Because what? They're able to afford every single thing. Because one person alone in a household getting 400,000, whether you was a baby or an old person. And them don't even know that. That little thing they don't even know. That's the reason why other people know that looking at y'all can see that y'all is a bunch of shitheads. Because y'all don't even know the wealth in your country. You don't even know the wealth that's communicating. You don't know the wealth that's coming in, going out. You don't know nothing. You're just going with a big jump up. All the money that y'all get to the election, I want to see how long it can last. You see when your children start dying, however they die, live with it. Woman, if y'all don't wake up and stand as one and look for live as a queen, whether you're suffering or not, whatever happened to you with man or whatever, you look for it. Understand? And it goes to man. Don't quarrel with the Chinese blocking. Understand me? And y'all gotta wait. Don't quarrel with the Chinese no more with these quarries. Do not be mad with non-nationals in Guyana and holding the biggest projects. Y'all don't talk about it. I want to hear nothing from y'all for the next 5 years. Guyana whole system need to change. You see GCOM need to dismantle. Guyana need to bring out a brand new passport and ID card with chip in it. The only way you can get this passport and ID card, you have to present yourself as a full Guyanese from birth certificate, everything. And that's a big change there gonna happen in Guyana. And change the voting system that the only way you can vote is if you got one of them ID cards or a passport with a chip in it. that proves I use the Guyanese, which means it cannot be duplicated because the only body got to put the chip in that passport or ID card is the government. And it should come from the CCJ. It shouldn't come from the government that running Guyana. So which means that machine there, if it tampered with, it tampered by CCJ. See, all this thing that we can be talking and going over and over, it doesn't really make much sense to me, but I'm just going to point out every minute I see shitheads in Guyana. Because people right in Guyana telling you all your shitheads and you can't understand that. The man said, like, Guyanese got to know if they want to be rich people or if they just want a rich country. And y'all talking about y'all want change and y'all don't vote for PPP. You know, change, sit back now and see if the promises that y'all get, if it can come. Shitheads. Bang!
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, my brother. I'm listening to the young man there and I congratulate him. But I don't want to interject until he come off, but I have to thank you and I have to fulfill my promises for a few people this weekend or next week. Anyhow, make a long story short, people got to understand Guyana history going back from the 60s and they got to study the Indian race. If these people are killing their own, robbing their brothers and sisters, going to the voodoo man, going to the Kalimai church, bribing corrupt police officers to lock up their neighbors for land, and blocking road, what they will not do to you and me. I'm a mixed race. I don't take side for mother, brother, father, or children. You're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. Now, under the Burnham government, not little, the Indian went through, not honorable, not this Mr. David Granger, but he was misled by Nagamutu and Ramjatan. Guyana do not have a leader belong to Guyana. One claiming emancipation, one claiming arrival, and they want to rule country. Can we put an Indian to rule China or a Chinese to rule India? We had the European rule all over, we drove them out. Uganda, the army drove out 1 million Indian. Farmer Rhodesia, Mugabe chased out the European. The last country to be ruled by European race was South Africa with Mandela country. Kong was given up in the year 2000. We are doing wrong in this part of the world. The late Walter Rodney had a message. Both parties kill him. They may not want to hear the truth. Both kill him. Now, when we talk about Guyanese, who's really a Guyanese? When the blacks claiming emancipation, the Indian claiming arrival, but the Portuguese Chinese must be dropped from space or coming from the Atlantic Ocean or the Demerara Tree River. What we need, we don't need PPP, we don't need PNC. We need a national front government by the sixth race come together and put an end to this nonsense and hold all who was involved accountable for crime that was committed against an innocent man, woman, or child. Where's the Amerindian? Or they have no voice? Isn't their country? Can any Muslim or Christian in Guyana go to heaven and kick Jesus off his throne? Or Muhammad, if he's a prophet? Or Moses? Why do you think Moses threw the commandment in the face of the people after crossing the Red Sea, account of biblical affair? We got to come off of this nonsense. Unite our children and our generation. We can leave them in trouble. What Mr. Barajagdio and Ali them are doing is wrong. But Barnum done it too. So Indian love to return your kindness, whether you like it or not. Listen again. If they could kill their own child and put them in suitcase, then lucky you find me and you the killers. Who killed Rodney? Wasn't Barnum alone. Was Jetty. Yesterday on your program when I spoke of Rodney, a brother from Jamaica, really don't know better. He said, I don't know Rodney. I think he called me Coolie boy or Indian boy, but he don't know me. I got all the race in me. If there is a zebra, like everybody in America, oh, the first black man ruled America is Obama. No, he's a zebra like me and whoever makes. Abraham Lincoln, baby, his history was blacker than him. But people got to come off of black, white, brown, and yellow. There's no such thing exists. Man. God says man in his own image and likeness. All right? Look, as a man said earlier up on your program, why there's not in the Coolie party, there's not a vice president as a black person, since they're the majority, or presidential candidate. That would never happen. Why the Amerindian is not ahead of none of them? But you want to rule it. As I said again, Guyana need a leader who could unite the sixth race and let the past be the past and unite and put your people forward.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
That's all I could say. My brother, keep it up. It's a good thing, and thanks for all the views we are hearing. But those, before I go, those who born after 1960 don't know the history. Have a good.
All right.
Name right. Apologies if I am not. The Guyana Police Force as well, just wanted to stick this in, has come out urging citizens to ignore social media rumors of tampering and warn that attempts to incite unrest could face legal actions. Just wanted to state that there. But where I want to spend some time this morning is on the observation of
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Am I on to the show?
Yes, you wanted the show, sweetie.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. You know, dep on it as normal.
Yeah, that's how it. I was. I called yesterday, but
Yes.
was blackout.
Okay.
So, Guyana is. Let me just say, we need a change. The Guyanese people need a change. I believe too long we have sat down taking bullying, manipulation, dictatorship. It seems as though we're helpless. And disclaimer, no hard feelings, but the people or the type of people who suffer the most at these unfair acts are the people who are Afro-Guyanese, right? Because since I would have been growing up, I would have been hearing stuff, right? And stuff at that time I was too little to understand. But as I grow and as I experience things for myself, this is blatant mistreating, this is inhumane act, all sorts of things. I believe that Guyana need a change of government, a government where whosoever is in power would put the interests of Guyanese people first and not to only enrich themselves. Because this is an oil producing nation. This is a great breakthrough for Guyana in that our lives are supposed to be better off. We are supposed to be experiencing what it feels like to live a soft life. We're supposed to be experiencing what it feels like to be able to buy whatever we want without complaining. We're supposed to be able to receive salaries that can sustain our homes, and also we can be able to save from those salaries. We go to the market, the food, the greens prices, like the one make your pressure fly up. You understand how it high? We producing our own foods. Why do we have to endure high cost of living? Why do we have to endure suffering? Why do we have to endure depression? All of these things under an administration, I would like to say that only wants to enrich themselves. If they're giving you things, and let me say this for the people who believe that these contracts that were handed out to you, it coming from a good place, that was, I would like to say, thought of. That thought was conceived months before the election period happened, because that was an indicator to buy over votes. That was an indicator to get people on their sides. Why those contracts weren't given out earlier? Huh? And you feel you get couple contract and you on top of the world. Why is it that a cash grant was promised only after if the administration would have won the election? I believe we are entitled to more than just what what is being given to us. I believe we are entitled to betterment. I believe that we are entitled to be treated fairly. Guyana has under 1 million people in the country, and it's taking us from Monday to now to tabulate votes. Jamaica has a population that's more than Guyana's population. And Fire, you could correct me if I'm wrong. And election would have happened, I think, a day after Guyana's election. And the president would have already been sworn in. I'm saying that the corruption level in the country is so high, it's from top to bottom. Everything is being compromised. You can't have a free and fair elections because if you do have a free and fair elections, whatever consequences you have to face after that because you choose to do things free and fair. So everything is being compromised. Since I've been alive, since I've been alive and I've known about election, I know that the PPPC would have never won Region 10 and Region 4. Fire again, you could correct me if I'm wrong.
You're lying. Real talk. We know that for a fact. Yeah.
If wrong. Now, how is it all of a sudden the PPPC is claiming to be victorious in Regions 10 and Regions 4? I'm saying if it were to be the case where the APNU would have performed how persons would have wanted them to perform when they were in government, those votes would have been gone to them. But people decide that they want to change and give their votes to the Win. So if you told me, yeah, well, Win would have won those regions, I would have believed you. But in no time, me being alive and experiencing elections, the PPP would have ever won regions 4 and 10 to be exact. The corruption, the level of corruption is so high. You can't do your job effectively. You can't perform within your capacity because you have to answer to people. I thought that GCOM would have been an independent body, but this is blatant compromising of people's vote. I know that GCOM used to tell you how to vote, and the X is not supposed to touch the box. It's supposed to be, neatly placed inside the box. But then they're saying that even if your X is outside the box, and Fire, you could correct me if I'm wrong, the vote is valid. So then what is really going on? Are we Guyanese going to sit back and just continue to hang our mouths where the soup is dropping? Are we not going to consider the fact that we have younger children that are going to be coming up, that are going to be needing proper guidance, that we need to teach them to understand that, look, we need to uphold our integrity? Are we going to sit back to allow ourselves to be bullied, manipulated, disrespected? And when I say disrespected, because the members of parliament clearly disrespect us by calling us all sorts of names. Either we're stupid or either we're house slaves. And you're telling me that when we're teaching our children the right thing, oh, you're not supposed to call anybody out of their names, and we have the VP calling people out of their names, and we have another politician addressing people as house slaves and all of these things, then what are we doing? I believe Guyana needs a system whereby nothing is being compromised. We need a fresh set of people, a people or a body who, is not biased, a people or a body who understand the rights of humans, who understands that Guyana needs a change, who understands that not only infrastructure we are concerned about, but we are concerned about the mental state, the physical state, the intellectual state, every state of everyone for be deemed as a well country. I believe that this current administration needs to understand that too long they would have been enriching themselves and treating their friends and families as first priorities and leaving the Guyana population to suffer, to fend for themselves, to be disrespected, and the list goes on. I am tired I'm very tired of the stress. I'm tired the unfair treatment. I'm tired of the unjust treatment. I'm tired of the blatant disrespecting of our peoples, especially the people who are in the Afro community. I'm tired of all of these things that we're going through, more so of the endless killings, excuse the language. No justice would have been brought to the families who would have suffered pain and agony and hurt and all of the aches. I am so fed up as I'm speaking to you. I believe that we need a change, and I believe that we be able to fight for our rights and not sit back and take anything that has been handed out to us. I really and truly believe that we should think about it and not only be moved or driven by one and two contracts or move and driven by one and two $20,000, because when you get the $20,000, are you richer? No. Is your life being improved? Are you better? Is your mindset better? Are you a changed person? Can you walk into a car shop and purchase a car just dry without having to pay installments? Think about it. Why are you selling a little integrity for a couple thousands of dollars? So this is to the people who think that just because they would have received this or received that, the government is the best thing since sliced bread. I want us to think about all of the things that we would have passed through and what we're continuing to pass through as a people. I mean, this is my 2 cents, and I believe that we agree to disagree, and that's all for me for now. And I want to thank you for having me on the show. I trust that you have
Anytime,
a
man. Anytime.
beauty. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Fire. Yeah, again. Now, we talk about this thing. You have three party outside and GCOM, right? The three strongest party. Two of them want to get rid of one. Why not come to an agreement right now and get rid of them? We vote together and everything.
Real talk. Real
I'm
talk.
saying,
Yeah, man.
to say or not to say.
And we said it
Two
from
of them
start.
out there want to get rid of one party, right? This is the opportunity, but you see, even tomorrow me don't want that, and not don't want that.
This is what we said.
Everybody want the power for control and rule. Now, what is showing me now? Yeah, y'all might be for the people, but at the end of the stick, remember, you start from the top of the stick and you go down to the bottom. Nobody want to give up the power. Now you see that y'all is not all the way for the people. Y'all is all the way for yourself too. Now if y'all is for the people, come together for the people. Make a decision. Who prime minister, who president. Because with y'all two vote together, gonna override the PPP numbers. Now is the time you collate. That could happen anytime. Could happen right now. Recounting the vote, like I said earlier, don't make no sense. It's a SOP, computerized data entry, engine of data. These guys done acting in plan, putting in place. They change the GCOM leader, pursue themselves, the court pursue themselves. Nothing that done. If this whole thing got to court, it can't go to court thing, It got go to court in the Caribbean court level. And that is where they got caught. That is where they took Granger, and bully. Biggest threat for the PPP is Mohammed. People keep saying he's PPP. No, he's not. You gotta get out with feelings and look and see. Yeah, Jack Dio done said, you want to deal with him. Why? You can't bully the young man. You want to deal with Norton because you could bully Norton. You want to deal and he's Norton, the APNU is not the opposition no more. people. It's not black holy thing I keep saying. They say it's a human thing. They say it's for y'all. Y'all gotta get out this coolie and black man thing, bro. Start looking out for your children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and go right back to yourselves. If y'all in stand up and open your eyes, I see blind people walking. See? So I'm out. Time for collate people.
Morning, D. Hello.
Fire.
Yeah.
Greetings, my brother. Blessed morning, blessed sunrise. And the crew. Blessing, my youth. Oh, you see what we talk about yesterday, my youth? Critics, when he put on that mask and start up his stupidness.
Aye.
Fire?
Yeah, man.
Good. You see what the police put out statement about Mohammed's sister today? You see how Guyana is not fair, right?
I telling you.
That she wanted to create base and create done violent and thing and about in the street, my brother. You see what's going on? And what critics do? Nobody else see that and hear what he said, right? Nobody, right? It's Guyana, eh? It's a one-sided Guyana. Only one side of people could bring out things and say things. Imagine last night, my brother, he go at the session where they got the recount. He telling people but for pop off shots and pop off shots. And nobody in saying anything about that. You see again, my brother? What's going on? Huh?
Here's Truman is
But
buying.
the PPP didn't win Region 10. They get votes like 4,000 and wherever. They get more than what they had from 2020 because they had 3,000, so they get 4,000 now. So they didn't win Region 10. But then again, fire, we got to look.
Hello?
Yeah. Vote, make that happen. It's almost 200 and something thousand people in vote in Region 4, you know, my brother. So that is a bottom line of what's going on. No matter, and look again, my brother. Look at all the people them they bring. That's another thing. So, big up yourself, my brother. Listen.
Take one more call, let me get into some ads, then we get back, touch you up to that 8. Yeah, man. 11:30 hour. Hello, good morning.
Fire.
Yeah.
I must congratulate the sister that spoke earlier and also the brother after her. You know, I sit and I listen to her, but I want to let her know clearly. What happened to the Amerindian when people are taking away their land and say they have title for it? Is that fair to them? This thing got to come out of this racial nonsense. Guyanese is Guyanese. Unite. A national front government, as Walter Rodney once said. People's power, no dictator. We will not tolerate it in Guyana. And for Mr. Nandalal, stated that Kopi was a house slave, as he's alleged. Indians just get Alzheimer's, forget what they say. He better be careful what he say because the meaning coolie mean laborer. All right? Have a good day.
Thank you, Uncle. That's crazy. All right? I don't know what's going on. We're doing it real fast. So we got some bills to go and pay. So let's go pay some bills. So we get back. You definitely we keep the fire blazing. Nobody don't move. Nobody don't go nowhere. We soon be back.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
Oh, not again, man. Not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like me, bro. Hey, what going on there? What going on, Germs? Hey, days, dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know yes, my brother. Excitement. Hey, what going on? It's all about A and F General Auto Repair Inc., bro. These man, them specialize in everything when it comes to your car, your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean? Your carburetor. Whatever it is, bro, these man is the man, them go fix your vehicle. Alright, well, like no part these people them there, man. These people are located at 57-1 Cooper Avenue, yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723 or 646-972-8828. It is enough number. Well, all three them number, you must get onto them, man. Well, never going on me wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, Drums. You don't know. It's all about A and F General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand? Alright.
Me darker than midnight, me darker than cool.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaicho Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthews 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year. Seven Heaven Automobile Repair presents you the big black. Oh, not again, man. Not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like me, bro. Nashville. Shout out to everybody down there in Nashville. Hope you guys doing well. Remember the 27th of September from 9 p.m. to 3 p.m. Admission only $20. Hey, we're going on there. We're going on, Germs. You know the code. Dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know yes, my brother. Excitement. Hey, we're going down. It's all about A and F General Auto Repair Inc. These man specialize in everything when it comes to your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean, your carburetor, whatever it is, bro. These man is man, them both. Big up to everybody in the building. Right, well, everybody that definitely checking up on these people are located at 57 Cooper Avenue, yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or
it's all about 45. Yes, let's give you this is 45 New York. The deliverance.
Enough number. Well, all three them number you must get onto them. You never going on me wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, Drums. You don't know. It's all about A and F General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand?
I'm gonna run the let's collect two calls.
Midnight, me darker than cool.
Blessed love, my brethren. Blessings, love to each and every one of the listeners. Now, after they don't take in the papers for election at Umanayana. You cannot collate after then. Any collating, you had to collate before you hand in your papers. So there is no collation. None of the opposition party can do right now. They just got to ask God for an open heaven, because if you take them to court, the persons that they put there would rule in favor of them. And then once the case out, the next thing you have to go to the appeal court of justice. When you go there and they don't do anything, then you gotta go to the Caribbean Court of Justice.
Okay.
You would have to pass through two courts in Guyana before you could go to the Caribbean Court of Justice. Right?
Okay.
So they cannot collate anymore. Right?
All right, for real. They
That's
can't
why
do that
they
right now.
behaving how
That
they
had to do
behaving. You
before,
cannot
not
do it.
now.
You had to collate before the election.
Yeah, we
After
don't
the
know, brother.
election, you cannot collate, right? And even if they take them to court, the court would rule in favor of them. Then they would have to go to the appeal court. When the appeal court throw it out or they ain't go in favor, then they have to go to the Caribbean Court of Justice. You cannot go to Caribbean Court of Justice right now. Oh, it's a rough task we're going through. Well, in the Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, joy cometh in the morning. Right now, you gotta have faith like Job out here. Said love to you and your family and all the listeners.
Yes, yes. My love. It's all about fortified New York. The deliverance restraint. Retreat, sorry. The deliverance retreat kicks off Friday the 24th to Saturday the 25th of October 2025. Our road leads to 3494 Park Avenue, second floor, Bronx, New York. Guys, for those persons who definitely know this is going to be a ministry for your life, you know what I mean? It's a life-changing ministry, and it go by the name of Fortified New York, the Deliverance Retreat. Okay, guys, bus will be available from Brooklyn to Bronx. To Bronx. Meeting point between 39 and Church Avenue. Bus will be there at 5 p.m. Take off at 6 p.m. Okay? For more information, you could contact 347-746-9617. Okay? As we go through the show and we go up to that event, we're going to give you lots more information with that. Alright? Hello, good morning.
So just call to say thank you, ma'am, for giving me that knowledge. I didn't know it's all that procedure you gotta go through. All right?
Alright.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, any coalition had to be coalition from beginning. They couldn't do it nowadays. What I'm trying to tell you about. You see, they got a thing named ego, and Muhammad in the ego against the PPP, Norton in the ego against the PPP. You understand? Me know for Manza went against the ego or Nigel Huge or whatever. But these are the guys them that basically had a big issue with the PPP. You understand? So from start, for real, they should have collated, and everybody was saying, you let it collate, why they ain't collate, let it collate. You know what I mean? Heaven knows if they did collate, what could have be the outcome. But remember, everybody want to be president. Nobody want to be prime minister. So it's kind of crazy, but it is what it is at today. Yeah, Diane.
Yeah, my brother. Even though all parties, my brother, come together and share vote and share count and everything and share seat, they cannot beat the PPP, my brother. The PPP done said I get 36. So if they add 32 or 33, well then you could have do wherever. But once you reach the number 65 seat, my brother.
Okay.
You understand? So if you get 33, you done is the winner. If you get 32 and you get more votes, you're the winner, but you're the minority. There's the difference, my brother.
Oh.
Understand? Yeah, my brother. Blessing.
One love. Shout out to Miss Maxine Johnson for the $50 super sticker donation. You are a sponsor of the show. Yep. You are a sponsor of the show. And like how we have like 3 more minutes before the show finish, we're definitely going to put that show over for tonight. You're going to be the sponsor for the show for tonight's show. Definitely, as you're just sending this like 5 minutes before the show done. You know what I mean? But like I say, anybody that definitely drop $50 or more, whether it's in the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, or Super Chat or Super Sticker, will automatically be a member. Will automatically be a sponsor of the show. Alright, guys? You know what it is, you know how it goes already. Big up to everybody that definitely tuned. We meet that 11:30 mark. Yeah, 9:30 to 11:30. You guys know what's up. You know how we're doing it over here. So we're going to be back here tonight. Remember, every Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night. Alright? No Tuesday night, no Thursday night show. Alright, guys? You know how we're doing it already. Big up to everybody that definitely drop their comment, drop their pints and all these kind of things. We love you guys. We're going to be back here. We got some more stuff that we're going to go through tonight. Definitely. So make sure you guys check out tonight. Check and don't miss out the show for tonight. Alright? So once again, peace and love. Yeah, man, it was wonderful being here with you guys. We out.